Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to hold each deck up to the camera so that you can see if it's resonating with you. Starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or could your story or message be here in deck number 2? All right. Or is it in deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? Okay. I feel like Vanna White. All right, so let's see what messages we have for you, starting with deck number 1. And are you youngins? Vanna White was on Wheel of Fortune. All right, so let me stop. I had a sip, y'all. All right, so we have the overall energy. I'm not the overall energy. See, we have the 4 of Cups. We have the 2 of Swords. We have Temperance. We have the 10 of Wands. The Knight of Swords. Overall energy, we have the 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. All right, so something's going on where I feel like you are dealing with a lot of anxiety and may feel like you don't really have any control of your situation. Maybe something's going on where you feel like, you know, all these changes are happening and you are trying to go along with it, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you're having to do something blindly because you don't really understand what's happening, and you're just having to let go. It just seems very overwhelming for you. It's, you also may be feeling like you need help. You're like, if somebody could just pull me out of the darkness, if someone could just rescue me, I just need help. So something's going on where maybe two, you are feeling like you're going through well, I like to call it like victim mentality. So kind of seems like you are in a mindset where you feel like you're the victim, you need help, you need to be rescued. But I feel like whatever your situation is indicating that you can overturn this, you can overcome it. You just need to change your perspective, you need to stay calm, you need to strategize. 6 of Pentacles to me is indicating that you are going to receive some sort of help, or you've got people trying to help you, but it seems like there's still some sort of indecisiveness or confusion with you. I feel like you can't decide or make some sort of decision. Now, it also could be that, you know, people are pulling you left and right for help. Like, to me, it's starting to look like arms, like reaching out for you, like, help me, we need help, what about us, and you kind of feel that if you have it, you can help, if you can, you will, and so you're, you know, trying to help all the people that you can, but then it's still, especially if it's financially, but then it leaves you kind of financially wobbly, like unstable, and you're just like, oh man, I helped all those people, but now I don't have anything left for myself. So if that is you in this situation, definitely make sure that you're looking out for yourself. You might naturally be inclined to being what do you call it? Selfless, but you know, at some point you still need to set boundaries with people. Overall too, just watch your spending, because it looks like you are spending too freely and you aren't really paying attention to what you're doing. And I just saw 211. So I don't know if that's a number that you've been seeing here. And that may be some sort of confirmation or preparing you for some sort of difficult decision that you're needing to make. But yeah, it looks like if you're spending too freely, you might end up struggling financially and having to use money that you're not really supposed to be using, or having to borrow money. If you're needing to borrow money, it's still kind of troubling, because it seems like even though people are lending you money or, helping you, like, it's still not enough. Now, also in regards to relationships or friendships, I feel like someone is having anxiety about forgiveness. I feel like someone just keeps expressing that they're sorry. They keep saying, I'm sorry. Like, what else can I do? What else can I, how can I prove that I'm sorry? Like, someone just keeps trying to apologize, or they keep wanting forgiveness. And it's some sort of ongoing cycle that seems like it just never ends. Something that's just ongoing. You also may be dealing with stagnant energies, like things aren't really going here or there, but that may be because you're needing to make a decision and you can't make up your mind, or you keep changing your mind. So until you make some sort of final decision, you're going to remain your situation is going to remain stagnant. Okay, so here too, with the Four of Cups, traditionally something's going on where maybe you're emotionally blocked, or you're still holding on to something, like you have not been able to let go of something emotionally, even though you keep trying over and over again. It does look like you're trying to rise above the situation. Maybe you're trying to take the high road. I also feel like something's going on where your spirit guides are trying to get your attention, or they're trying to assist you. I don't know if you recognize that or not, or if you're ignoring the help or the signs that you're seeing. I'm also getting the energy of someone feeling high. I don't know if someone is getting high to escape the emotions that they're dealing with, because it does look like someone is getting lifted, but is still dealing with some sort of emotions here. Again, there's something going on where I feel like maybe something is like a cry for help. I feel like somebody is kind of like, I'm gonna do it. If you don't help me, or if you don't do this or that, I'm gonna end it all. I'm gonna do this, that, and the other. So there could literally be someone around you who is like threatening to end their lives or something. Praying to God that they're not. Please, you guys, I do have, the suicide hotline at the bottom if that's you. But, hopefully that is not your situation, but it does seem like maybe someone is just kind of like threatening to end it all. I still feel like it's not really, I always check in with, friends or family who are saying this though, but I feel like it's more so an emotional thing, like someone is feeling cornered, like they don't know what else to do. It's like, I don't know what else to do. I can't see. I feel like the frustration is coming from not being able to see the future. That uncertainty, that darkness is just like, some people can't handle that very good. They just need answers. And I feel like you're needing to just kind of be patient and wait for clarity, wait for this moody energy to pass. This still also is talking about, to me, some sort of emotional blockage. or someone is trying to run away from what they're feeling. They're like, I don't want to have these feelings. I don't want to think about this person. Leave me alone. But it also just kind of looks like someone is just, like I said, crying out for help. So someone might be feeling a little emotional. If it's not you, it could be someone around you. I feel too like you're seeing signs all around you. I feel like signs start to become overwhelming, especially if nothing's happening. Like you keep seeing signs about something. You're like, I keep getting all these signs, and the signs point to this, that, and the other, but nothing's happening. And I feel like for you that might be just very frustrating. Because maybe you just can't figure out, like, well, what do my ancestors want? What do my spirit guides want? What does God want? What does my over self want? Like you're just kind of frustrated with that. It also looks like one of those situations where somebody's like, don't find me. Don't come looking for me. I'm going away, but don't you come find me. Again, it's just kind of like, yeah, they want to be found. They want to be pursued. They want to be chased. I do feel that things are going to balance out at some point. There is going to be healing. If this is your energy, things seem to be back to normal. I feel too like you do have spirits or guides that are watching over you or trying to communicate with you. Looks like you're also more open to listening to what spirit has to say, whereas let's say you had some sort of spiritual gift where you could hear the dead, or dealing with paranormal stuff that's scary, and I feel like it was overwhelming and you were trying to escape it at first. Now it seems like you're more under control and you have tamed that energy. Maybe you've set some sort of boundaries where these people, or energies rather, aren't attacking you or bothering you during times where you don't want to be bothered. So I feel like the situation has been tempered. You are going to find that you have a big responsibility, or maybe that's something that you're focusing on is responsibilities. Seems like you've got a lot to do, and I feel like you're also trying to do it all. You don't want to ask for help. Like sometimes you say at some point you're like, I need to ask for help, or I need to ask if somebody can do me a favor, and then you end up just doing it all on your own. I'm also getting single parent vibes. Maybe someone has twins, or maybe someone has children around the same age. I do feel like the hardest part is almost over. Something's going to come to an end. You are being encouraged to keep going or to keep fighting for the things that you're passionate about. Someone has really, really beautiful, kind-hearted children. They're really nurturing. They are you're probably preparing them to be healers of their own, on their own, or, just preparing them for that path. They're old souls though. Like this one kid, he's got gray hair already. So one or both of the kids are mature for their age. They're an old soul. Someone is like a musical genius. The other one is probably like an animal or pet whisperer, or an animal whisperer. I feel like I'm over enunciating that word. But yeah, so I kind of feel like someone has gifted children. I do feel like you should protect them, lift them up, and guide them. Something about what you do is also healing, though. I feel like maybe your line of work is healing for you, or you heal other people. But either way, as you heal people, I feel like you heal yourself. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to relax or get a break too. I'm hearing something about offerings. I feel like offerings are being accepted, or you're getting ready to make some sort of offerings. Especially for, mainly for those of you that practice any type of religion where you offer gifts to your ancestors. I feel like they really like the things that you're giving them. You might be asking them for help or assistance. Something's going on with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This person is being very direct with you, but I almost feel like the way they deliver their energy towards you is very harsh, or that's the way you feel. You feel like you're being reprimanded. I don't think they mean any harm, but it's just their delivery. Air signs can be very cold or brutally honest at times. Or if it's not an air sign, it still seems like someone is feeling pressured. You could be the person, though, putting pressure on somebody. Like maybe you're the one putting pressure on somebody and making somebody feel some type of way or guilty or whatever. I'm hearing either Angel or Angelo. Yeah. I feel too like somebody is like, okay, like, stop. I get it. Somebody is like, just stop talking, or you don't need to explain anymore. You've made yourself clear. I feel like someone is like aggressively trying to drive their point across. Someone's also been sending you healing energy, but I almost feel like they're doing it too much. I know that's like, how can you send someone too much? I don't know. I just kind of feel like they're doing something excessively. Someone is really close to their family or their mother. Someone's closeness to their family or mother may be affecting the decision that needs to be made. I'm also getting something about somebody's sisters. A sister, or if it's more than one sister, something's going on with somebody's sister. The sister might be trying to give someone direction, or I'm getting the energy of a sister who actually is like a mother because she raised the child. She raised him up. Maybe there's a big age gap too for the sister to feel like a mother. Could also be dealing with a Sagittarius or someone with moon in Cancer. Someone is also trying to withhold their feelings for you to teach you a lesson, but I feel like they feel what's happening as well. Like it's affecting them too. Somebody is also very difficult to deal with, or is very dramatic. Somebody's also maybe torn about work, like questioning should they stay or should they go. Feeling stuck and wanting financial independence, but also having anxiety and wondering if that's possible. Everyone's situation is going to be different, but I do feel like somebody is being encouraged to be independent. For one of you, your job is manipulating you. They know that you're valuable, but they're making you feel like they're just making you feel like crap. Like you aren't that important, but they know that you are. They're like an abusive boyfriend or girlfriend that doesn't want you to leave. I feel like some of you are also feeling like you're being verbally assassinated by your higher self or through dreams. Oh, shoot. Something's going on with the fire sign. Somebody's kind of like, I told you so. Oh yeah, somebody's just very, very direct. They're very blunt with what they have to say. They're just saying it. And they are telling you something about a fire sign. This person feels like they want to protect you. They're coming off like a protector or a watcher or overseer. They don't like when you ignore them. They really get irritated by that. They're like, can't you see I'm trying to protect you? I'm doing this for your own good. I'm telling you no for this, that, and the other. I'm also getting the energy of some guy who's like saying stuff like, I'm no good for you. But that's not the way he really feels. That's an excuse. Yeah. So those are the messages that I'm picking up for deck number 1. We'll go ahead and move on to deck number 2. We have Death, the Star, 2 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Overall energy is the 9 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Tower. Okay, so you may be dealing with some sort of personal issues or some sort of self-doubt. I feel like you guys are frustrated about either some sort of paperwork or something that needs to be done. Seems like you've also just been nervous, like your nerves have been driving you crazy. Maybe you literally have some sort of stressor where you do have to bite your pen, pencil, or even still suck your thumb or finger or something. I feel like you're trying to figure something out, and it's driving you nuts because you can't quite figure something out. At some point, I feel like you had some sort of realization that you needed to make some sort of changes in your life. You also may have been forced to start over with something, and you didn't want to. It seems like you're being forced to do something new, and I feel like you're worried about doing this. Maybe because in the past something did not go in your favor, so you're just kind of stressed about that. But it's like overall you're having to overcome any type of inner struggles. I feel like Spirit is also trying to get your attention, or somebody's trying to get your attention, but you don't trust them, or you don't want to be bothered for whatever reason. Now I'm seeing a couple of things. I feel like Death is indicating that the thing that you were stressed about is coming to an end. So the ending of self-doubt or stress. Spiritually, I feel like you guys keep getting visited by spirits or ghosts, or interdimensional beings. Whatever it is something otherworldly. And I feel like this energy is trying to get your attention for whatever reason. It could be that this person's trying to give you clues, or this person's trying to help restore your faith by sharing some sort of information through dreams, visiting you. Also, something's going on where it doesn't matter. It just seems like you're going to deal with some sort of transformation, or like your life has been changed forever because of a person or a particular situation. Things aren't the same anymore. You also may be suffering from anxiety or feelings of doom or doomsday. You could also be looking too deeply into things that you aren't 100% sure about, especially if you're a truth seeker, or some people like to call them conspiracy theorists. There may be something that you kind of start digging into that really sets you off, and you're like, oh my God, the world's ending. And just, I don't know, you just get too deep into it, where it's like, just, relax. Maybe the world is, of course, it's always ending, but maybe it's not going to end the way you think it's going to end. This also looks like some sort of phase of your life coming to an end, especially if you're single. It looks like that phase of being single could come to an end. Maybe you've already detected that, and you're nervous about it. But either way, I feel like you are going to feel refreshed, or your faith is being restored. Something looks too like it's being purified. It is like your soul has been purified. Something that you've been having to go through, maybe you've gone through a lot of changes, in your life, or at least recently, there's been a lot of unexpected curveballs in your life where, you had to let go of a lot of things that you weren't ready to let go of. You had to change when you weren't ready to change. And now all of that chaos is over. And I kind of feel like the star is here putting out those fires, or giving you some sort of refresher, or restoring life back to something that had died. Maybe too you felt like death. Maybe you felt like, life is boring. There's nothing else to do. I don't know. And you lost your purpose. I kind of feel like the star is like bringing life back to something that was considered to be dead, or silent. Now, you're still doubting something, or you still don't believe something. I feel like even though something's being shown to you, you're like, yeah, right. I don't believe it. Or I believe it when I physically see it. Maybe you just keep getting dreams or seeing signs like number synchronicities, and you keep hearing someone's name, or seeing some birthday, or you keep hearing about money, whatever it is. And you get to the point where you're like, I'll believe it when I see it. And you're kind of like telling the universe, no more, stop. Something's going on too where maybe you are in denial of something that's happening around you. You don't want to believe something. You're like, no, that I don't want to believe it. I don't want to deal with it. You also may be feeling like people shut you out, or people ignore you, or you are like the black sheep, or maybe something feels like you're being excommunicated. Or you could just be refusing, any type of assistance that people try to give you. Even if it's just advice, it's like you're refusing it, and you're choosing to learn the hard way, or choosing to suffer in silence. And if it's not you, I'm definitely could be picking up the energy of someone around you, or someone who's thinking about you. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aquarius, any sign, but those are the two that stand out. Those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like there is some serious sexual problems going on, where you feel like you aren't being heard, or your partner is unable to fulfill you sexually, to the point where maybe you are considering doing something that you wouldn't normally do. It doesn't have to be cheating, but just something that you don't normally do. And you're like, if only I could tell my partner that this is what I like, or this is how I feel, or that I'm not happy, or whatever. Maybe it's, something that is too difficult to talk about, but, something's going on where I do feel like someone's sexual desires aren't being fulfilled. It's weird because I see the mixed energies are feeling torn. Like on one hand, you feel blessed, and the other hand, you feel cursed. Or you're getting something that is good for you, but at the same time, you don't really like it. I do feel like at some point you're going to become more optimistic about your future. Something also once seemed like a dead end won't seem like that anymore. You also may have had to suffer before you could appreciate what you had, or before, if you hadn't gone through some sort of suffering, it wouldn't giving you some sort of motivation or ideas about a new business or something, or about the type of person that you want romantically. Something may be forcing you to go in a new direction, or take a detour, or to relocate even. I also feel that, and I don't predict death for those of you that are new, but I am kind of getting the energy of someone who maybe had a near-death experience, or someone who has crossed over, but they were suffering, so it's better now. Some of you have felt dead inside, like you just felt like you didn't know what your purpose was, or you lost your sense of direction, or you lost faith. For some of you, maybe you've been looking for your soulmate and you feel like you just cannot find your soulmate anywhere. You're like, I keep looking and looking. And it's like you've been trying to prepare yourself and saving up money and focused on career and all of those things, but there still seems to be, some sort of void or emptiness. Also, anything that ends, it's okay. I feel like there's new around the corner, or there's going to be a renewal from this death or this ending. If something ended, like you lost your job, there's another company right around the corner. It's like, had you not lost your job, you wouldn't have found this other place that you're going to be passionate about, that you're going to have fun at. If you had never broken up with this person, you wouldn't have met this new person that's coming into your life, where you're going to have fun and get to know, where this person brings out the best of you, or you bring out the best in each other. Had you not got evicted, you wouldn't have found this amazing new place, even if you have to travel far. And I do see something about traveling far, matter of fact. Something may be at a distance from you, far, like 500 miles or more. I also feel like you're being freed from any burdens or dead weight of something. Something was weighing you down. If you're wondering why something ended, I feel like it was weighing you down. It was blocking your creativity. It was blocking the true person that you're supposed to be with. It was blocking the path that you were supposed to be on. So, I feel like it might seem horrible at first, but eventually you'll see that something was a blessing in disguise, or blessing in disguise, because you're going to be blissful. Am I getting Pamela again? You may have pushed someone away so that you could heal, or that's why they did that to you. Also looks like someone refuses to admit how they feel, or in the past this is how they behaved. They just refused to admit how they felt. Yeah, I do feel like somebody's been sending you love or healing energies, but it's almost like you don't want it. And maybe that's because you want the person. It's like, I don't want to save it. Like, I want you. I'm getting also like shame, the energy of shame. So I don't know if someone's ashamed of themselves or what they've done or something. What they do for money. Take care of your health. It does look like there could be health issues coming up as well. Even if it's an emotional health. Make sure you are feeding your soul whatever it needs. There's a lack of something. Okay, I'm also getting that whoever is coming towards you, if you're single, this person has been nervous about coming forward, especially if the breakup was kind of bogus in a way. But I feel like they're leaving somebody, or they're going through a breakup. And I feel like this person wants to be with you, but I don't know if you want to be with them anymore. Yeah, somebody is realizing that they were living a lie. Or that something was just an illusion. They were just showing the pretty parts of the relationship, but it was empty inside. They also just could have been holding on to someone just because they felt a sense of obligation or responsibility or security. Or because their family said so. I feel like somebody was doing something for everybody else except themselves. And I don't know if that's you or somebody that you were dealing with. Yes, somebody has like been trying to hint to you that they're available or they're single now. I do feel like somebody will be updating their relationship status on social media. You also may have blocked somebody or ghosted them, or they ghosted or blocked you. Yeah, I was getting the energy of you needing to relax and enjoy the scenery or enjoy where you are right now in this phase of your life. Just kind of take in everything that you've gone through. I also feel that you might feel the energy of somebody that's in your energy. You're tapped into each other's energies. And you might feel them thinking about you, or you can just feel different things. Some of you have a soulmate coming in. They're thinking about you, if you know them. They're thinking about you and they want to come forward. They're preparing to do so, but this person has had to heal. I feel like they were emotionally too raw to come towards you at first, but once this person has some sort of stability and trust has been established, or they feel like they're ready to trust people again, they're going to approach you or reach out to you and let you know how they feel. I'm getting the name Bobby for somebody. I heard Bobby. I don't know if somebody just says that to be funny, but that's what I heard. I also get that if you don't know this person, the journey that you've been on has all been in preparation for the soulmate that's coming towards you. And you guys have probably been living some sort of parallel life where you're going to have things in common, where you both have to deal with trust issues and you're going to heal together. Those of you that are still not ending up meeting anyone or connecting with anyone, it's okay. It still indicates that you're being more optimistic about your future and focusing on healing and your spiritual gifts or talents that you may have, and starting your own business as well. All right, so that is all for deck number 2. Let's go ahead and move on to deck number 1. I said deck number 1. Deck number 3. My God. Okay, we have the 4 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, Strength, Judgment, Page of Wands, overall energy, Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, and 3 of Cups. Okay, so overall energy seems to be about maybe an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you may be ignoring this person, or maybe this person is ignoring you. I feel like he's looking off to the side. Both of these people are like looking way off, like they're intentionally ignoring you, or you are ignoring somebody. It's like, did you say something? Did you hear something? You know, so I just kind of feel like someone is intentionally ignoring the other person. I also feel like somebody is definitely trying to get somebody's attention. Even if it's like your child or something, I just feel like somebody's like, look at me. Like, look, I'm not holding on to anything. I'm juggling with one hand. Like somebody is like being really silly or playful, trying to get your attention. But I just kind of feel like you are being dismissive or detached, or maybe you just really don't notice what's going on. It could be because you're too preoccupied with other things going on. Now I also see juggling, but to the point where it gets sloppy. Calling people by the wrong name, forgetting important dates, or mixing it up with mixing somebody's birthday up, calling somebody the wrong person up, talking about happy birthday. Like something's going on where I feel like somebody's juggling gets messy. It's like, do you even know who you're dealing with anyway? How many people are you talking to? How many fake accounts do you have? Like somebody's getting sloppy with whatever it is that they're doing. Some of you also might have a friend that's into you, but you ignore it or don't recognize it, you know, because you're just like, oh, this is just my friend. And so you're dismissing any type of possible romantic gestures that this person's giving to you. Now I'm also getting that someone just wants to have fun. Somebody is not wanting any strings attached. Or maybe this was the energy before. Somebody was like, I don't want any strings attached. I just want to have fun. I can't commit to a job. I can't commit to a person. Definitely some sort of Peter Pan syndrome going on. Or I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. You know, so somebody is just like, no, I don't want to grow up. Being an adult is boring. You know, so I feel like someone's been ignoring responsibilities and just trying to focus on fun or creating their own reality. Or maybe that's how people view you because you don't pay attention to serious things. Maybe because you don't like to look at the news, or you don't pay attention to fear mongering. You're just like, you know, whatever, that doesn't exist in my universe. And people are like, are you crazy? Don't you know that this is happening and that's happening? You're like, well, unfortunately, like, that's unfortunate for them, but that's not part of my reality. You know, so somebody may be viewed as being foolish because they don't pay attention to all that type of stuff. But yeah, again, it's like some sort of emotional blockage going on. Like somebody is like not listening to their heart, or not paying attention to signs around them. Also, if you're dating, it might just be a distraction. Like that's not who you're really interested in. You're just trying to distract yourself from the person that you really care about. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, you know, but I do feel that you're not really into the person that's in front of you. If you're single, it's still kind of like you're not really interested. You might find most people uninteresting or just not feeling the connection that you need to be feeling. So, you know, you're coming off as wanting to be left alone or keeping to yourself. I feel like somebody is refusing to share. Someone's being selfish. Someone's like, I don't want to share. I don't care. Like, I kind of feel like somebody is like, okay, I'll go first. I'll tell you a secret and then you tell me one. When I was little, you know, this happened to me. And then they're like, your turn. And then you're just like, no, I didn't say I wanted to participate. You can keep going, no. So I just kind of feel like somebody is unwilling to participate with opening up or letting their guards down or sharing feelings, while the other person does. I'm also getting something in regards to prideful energy or someone feeling like they have to be so stoic and strong for everybody. It's like, you know, taking on the weight of the world, and then when someone offers to help, it's like, no, I don't need it. And it's like, take it. Also makes me feel like one of those people who can't take compliments, or doesn't take them very well. It's like, okay, stop it. Like, I don't want to, you know, like someone is having a hard time accepting compliments or the fact that people are being nice or helping them. Now, for some of you, there is this situation where the reason why someone isn't responding to you is because they're in a relationship and they're just not that type of person. They're very loyal, or you are that way. You're like, there's someone that you're interested in, but you can't talk to them because you're holding on to the person that you're with. I'm also getting an energy of someone who's very shy and reserved and having a hard time coming forward or saying what they want to say. This person might have a very soft voice, or something about their presence can be unnoticeable for some reason. Even if it's like the most attractive person in the world, it's like their presence is kind of like, oh, I didn't notice you standing there. Their energy is like really invisible, or like very soft spoken. I also feel like someone is waiting for a response and not getting it. They haven't gotten a response yet. Could be you, could be you waiting on a response, or someone is waiting to hear from you. It does seem like either way there's some sort of unfinished business that needs to be taken care of. Something also, again, looks like a resurrection or an awakening. It's like we're resurrecting this situation. We're reopening this case. This is being looked at again. Now, also looks like you are ignoring someone's phone calls, or something's going on where you keep looking at somebody's phone number but you refuse to call them even though you really want to. And if it's not you, then it's them. Somebody's doing this to you. Somebody wants to call you, they want to reach out, but they are just so disciplined to themselves that they're just not going to do it. This can actually turn into some sort of Five of Swords energy at some point. Right now, I feel like an opportunity is there. Somebody is kind of like in a mood to talk. And maybe they're trying to show that to you. They're trying to open up. They're trying to be softer. They're trying to show that they're not angry anymore. But, you know, I guess depending on the situation, it depends on if you're going to reach out to someone or answer their call. Something could be going on with a fire sign as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like someone's nickname is Rich. It might be short for Richard. It might be short just because somebody is rich. If someone has a big backyard, I feel like there may have been a problem with possums at some point, or rodents. I also see that someone has a very large dog, and something might be wrong with the health of someone's pet. Their pet needs to go to the vet. Yeah, in a love situation, someone is watching you, wants a reconciliation, but they are just so disciplined. It's like they want you to come to them on their terms, or they want things to go according to their gospel. Like, they're like, no. Like, I don't care if you're calling me. I'm not ready to talk. Okay, I'm ready to talk. Now answer your phone or call me back. Like, someone's just really dominate. They have a very dominating personality. And I feel like there's nothing that you can do to change them. And you probably also match their energy. That's why I was saying it could be Five of Swords energy. But I actually feel like this person wants to come forward. They just aren't ready to. They want to wait until they're good and ready. Whoever's coming towards you too, you might be ignoring them because you know that they got baggage, or some sort of codependency. And it's a package deal. It's not just you and them running off to be together. It's some sort of package deal. Someone knows that they need to admit something, but they just refuse to. I'm getting Eric for somebody. I even heard Ernie, but that just seems so weird. But yeah, those are the two names. Someone is a man or woman of little words. They just they're very brief with what they have to say, and then they're done. I'm getting also some sort of delay or blockage in your life. I feel like it mainly would have to do with something romantic, but it can be about anything that you're wanting to happen. It's like some sort of, well, you saw that Five of Swords tried to pop out. There is just something going on where it seems like there's going to end up being some sort of delays. It really looks like because of someone's pride or their ego, something's going to take longer than anticipated to manifest. There seems to be some sort of anxiety in regards to a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, also someone may have friend zoned you, or you keep friend zoning somebody, or keep saying, oh, I don't want anything serious. You might feel strung alone by somebody. Could be earth or fire. Someone triggers you emotionally, and then you have to take time and build your strength back up to trust people again. Some sort of outcome depends on your decision or what you decide. Yeah. All right, so those are all the messages that I have for you guys. Hopefully something has resonated, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.